you guys? It's Mary.
And Amma.
You like us alive.
Subscribe.
Share.
And comment.
Down below, y'all, because today we are going to be talking about why unequals can never be lovers, let alone friends. Okay, this is a famous quote by Maya Angelou.
Yes.
And I think it really relates back to the unequal relationships that Kody has had with his wives.
Yes.
And we can really just base that off of the fact that this man was somebody who really was not into polygamy.
Yeah.
His daddy and his mama hopped up and decided to do it when he was on a mission trip.
Yes.
And he decided, let me go and join this thing.
Yeah.
This sounds great. But I feel like it was all ego driven.
It was ego
for
him.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
wow,
even,
I could have more than one woman.
Yes, even his frenemy, Kent, was like, the thing is, Kody was not even into polygamy.
Yeah.
He decided to do it randomly, and I just thought, this is crazy. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then,
but he always liked attention.
Exactly.
So he wanted the attention of all these women.
He wanted the attention. He was always trying to seek validation and all this stuff. And I mean, even we have said it on this channel that Kody cares about public opinion. Me personally, I think he actually goes back. He watches the show himself.
I think
he reads all the
so.
comments. I think he is somebody who actually will be staying up, probably from a stalker account, saying bad stuff in people's comment sections.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm sure he's somebody who watches people's reviews of the show. He is somebody who actually wants to know about public opinion.
Exactly.
And whenever he does not have things good things said about him, he will kind of throw a temper tantrum.
Yeah.
Like just like how he got think we have noticed that he has been quite aggressive with Suki. I know we came for her about the whole interviewing thing. I'm happy that it's seeming like she is going to be invested now.
I think the scales are being
removed from her eyeballs because
Once
she was
Kody
against
what
Christine.
He said.
Yeah, because it seemed like she was against Christine, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like the microaggressions he does with Suki, because she is not coming for him, but trying to hold him accountable. Like when he was like, that's really not unfair. And then remember he said, you don't know shit, so you really came and asked me if she's my favorite wife.
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about or whatever.
And then when that man was growling, like, that's just going to get me upset.
And then you're swishing around.
The vodka so it can last in his mouth a little longer.
I mean, because that's no coffee.
Everything's allegedly.
If that was coffee,
I would be.
It looked like a coffee
hot.
cup. It would have been hot. He wouldn't have been swishing around his mouth. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not swishing around
that's
no
some
coffee.
alcohol he has in that thing. That's what I believe. I believe he got some alcohol in there.
Everything's allegedly because we don't know.
Yeah,
but
and the more he's drinking, the more aggressive he's becoming.
Exactly, and just the way he comes at Suki. Like I remember last season when he was at the reunion, he was like, I'm going to tell you something, Suki. Remind you, she has not said you can call her Suki. Her name is Suki Yuna.
Yeah.
What is it? I don't know how to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Sorry. But he's like, I'm going to tell you this one time, Suki. I don't want to talk about Christine.
Okay.
You hear me? you know what I'm saying?
And then how about when he says, you take that back?
Oh, yes.
We forgot about that.
Yes, we forget about that too.
You know?
But that's my thing. So I feel like
TLC is not protecting this woman. Like, let's just be real.
Listen, why would they? Well, no, that was another network. I was going to talk about that man who knocked that man down. And he was like, but that was on WeTV. But no. So that's my whole thing with Kody. He just is somebody who is a narcissist, and he just does not really care anymore. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like he has put it all out there. The fact that he's blabbering his mouth the way that he is just goes to show that. Yeah. And I feel like it goes back to just not being equal, like the levels.
Yeah.
Like this man, he was not really in the church like that.
Yes.
Christine who is royalty.
Yeah, she comes from a family of really, like he said, royalty in the church, right? Her father was one of the leaders in the church. Yeah. And so she was kind of like this ambassador, I'm sure his kids are like ambassadors for him. Exactly. When they're in the church, probably meeting people, greeting them. And you see that confidence. Yeah. Anytime they always walked as a group, Christine always went in front to shake whoever's hand, the person at the furniture store. Yeah. She's always, and even when they were doing the Sister Wives thing. Right. You know, she was the one talking to the people and all of that stuff, you know?
Yeah. And
so she's very confident because of the background that she has. So he was not on level with Christine.
Yeah,
he was not on level with Janelle.
Emotionally, mentally, financially, he was not on the same level with her. Also,
and with Janelle also. He was not on the same level with Janelle.
No.
And I don't
not even with Mary. I mean, even though they have similarities character-wise, this is someone who was in the polygamy lifestyle for a while.
For a long time.
Her family had money. This man came in and moved in with her.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then also I just feel like
with Robin, maybe he's on the same level with Robin.
Well, he probably feels like that.
That's
he probably
what he feels
like a man because she needs him.
Right.
These women didn't need you. If anything, you needed them because you didn't have 2 pennies to rub together, let alone have a pot to piss in and throw out your window.
And he might have thought of Robin as damaged goods, as a lot of people think of divorced women with children. They think of them as damaged goods. I actually had a friend tell me one day that, I am damaged goods. You know, we are damaged goods because, we have kids and stuff like that, and we're divorced. I'm like, I said, honey, I don't look at myself as damaged goods, and nor shall you. But I am sure that's how he looked at Robin. Because remember, he even said, oh, when I found out she was a divorcee, it was like, no. Which I actually don't believe. I think you were just doing that for Mary's benefit so that she doesn't realize that you really have manipulated her into going to get you another wife. Yeah. But, in his mind, he's on the same level as Robin. Yeah. Or she is at a lower level than him because he looked at her as damaged goods. You're a divorcee coming in with your 3 kids.
Yeah.
So that could be the only person that he feels a level with.
Yeah.
But he doesn't feel a level with the other women. Remember, he kept on saying, oh, my wives are independent.
They don't listen to me if I have to listen to them.
In the beginning, it was helping him. It served his purpose. They literally were providing food and shelter for you. Yeah. Right? So that was fine. But the real Kody, the essence of who he is, on the inside, he never felt level with them. And so now when he has Robin, all those things are coming up, and the same thing with him and his dad. He never felt probably good enough. Yeah. Right? The father, he said the favorite was the son who passed away. Right. That was the responsible one. That's the one the father wanted to follow in his footsteps of polygamy. Right. But he ended up finding the love of his life and he stayed in monogamy. Right. He told Kody, you're irresponsible. So I just feel as though, like he said, Kody himself said, I have daddy issues. Yeah. Maybe that's why my sons have daddy issues. And I'm here to tell you, Kody, your sons don't have daddy issues because you have daddy issues. Your sons, they are putting your foot to the fire because you have not dealt with your trauma.
Well, you've given them daddy issues because you've been a bad daddy.
Exactly. It's not like some kind of genetic disease that you inherit. No. You know what I'm saying?
It's just because you are not a good father.
Yeah, you've not, and you haven't been accountable. And you played favoritism. And you've kind of like just lack of accountability. I mean, that's pretty much it with the children. And the favoritism that you show. And then you're not honest. And then you're shaky. In terms of the whole religion thing, you're calling Logan and telling him, you don't know about this polygamy. You mean you don't know about what you've raised us on with over 20 years? So all of those things. But that's why I think, now when I think about it, that's the root of probably why he gets along with Robin. Because he actually sees her as lower than him. And he is comfortable in that. And he finally realizes, probably the reason why I'm shaky with all these women, he will never admit it. Because he keeps on saying they're independent and whatever, but really what he's thinking, maybe that they think that they're better than me. That's why he keeps on saying they have no respect.
Exactly, because he kept on saying how, Christine, she calls me a coward, she calls me this, she's always it's like that whole thing, she's putting me down. When this woman really is not putting you down, but she's holding you accountable. But because you think low of yourself and you think that she is better than you, that's why it triggers you. That's what it is.
Yes. And so that's why now it doesn't work for him because, I don't want to have this feeling.
Well, they're coming into their own. You know what I'm saying? Because Christine used to be a whole yes man and stuff like that. She was coming into her own. Yes. You know, Mary, she had been a yes woman. She still was. But this is a woman who went and found $80,000 and bought her own B&B. And she was like, F all you. I'm going to go get my own. She was now making him feel like, I don't need you. Christine was making him feel like, I don't need you. Well, that's what he was thinking. Yeah. But they weren't doing that. They were just coming into their own as grown women. And Janelle, she has always done her stuff, but now he has an issue with it because Christine has now left. Yes. You know what I'm saying? And now she is, doing what any person with a brain would do. Exactly. And that's comforting a matriarch who has been there for my kids, who has helped raise these children, who has been a good person in this family. So
he needed, food, shelter, clothing from these women. He needed their assistance. It didn't bother him because, in a sense, that emotion of feeling less than, of those triggers that you have, he kind of suppressed that because food, clothing, shelter to presidents over this my little emotion and whatever that I'm feeling.
Right.
But now that he has squirreled all their monies and has left it in the bank for him and Robin, he doesn't need them anymore. He's thinking, because I have my little nest egg here that I have squirreled away. Yeah. So now he has the luxury of, I'm not going to put up with these snooty women who are all independent, who are doing all, before it didn't bother him, he needed them for food, clothing, and shelter. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? And also trying to rub stuff in his father's nose that, no, I am really trying to prove to his dad, I am really responsible. And these are all my wives who are at a higher level than me. What do you think of that, Daddy? I married one rich girl, Janelle. I married another one, Mary. And then I married the royalty in the church. What do you think of me now, Daddy? Look at all the wonderful people I've gotten who are higher. They're higher. And his father still look at him, you're irresponsible.
This will end badly.
Probably. And then, but now that he has squirreled that money away, I don't need them for food, clothes, shelter no more. Now I have the mouth to speak.
After they have given me money for Robin's house on the hill.
Exactly.
Which, that was supposed to go to the land. I'm shocked that 1.5 went to Robin's home.
I know.
When that was supposed to be for the land. That still baffles me.
Yeah. Really annoys the hell out of me. Really annoys the hell out of me. And
all for her to have that mansion that he resides in. Because
that's what he wanted for himself.
Thank God
he was insisting. Because and remember, he was on Robin like white on rice.
Because he knew what he wanted.
Exactly. He's like, I will goddamn have my house. I will have my house. I don't care nothing about that land. I will have my home.
Yeah, with you.
Which he did, and then squirreled all that money away.
Yeah.
And that was his plan. And now he doesn't need you, ladies. But he doesn't need you for food, clothing, and shelter. He got it now.
But it's like what men do. Because, we talk about how this happens in the black community as well. But, we're seeing it happening here as well. In all communities, in all communities, I feel like it happens for sure. Yeah. But the man will step on a woman's neck. Mm-hmm. And then when he finds a woman who he feels is perfect in how, baby, you're so pretty. No, you're so pretty. You never have to cook or clean. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Now he's like, I can now have the woman where I can take care of her with my ex-wife's money and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And she respects me and she does this for me and da-da-da. Yeah. Now I can have the woman I want. After I've stepped on these women's necks, after I've drained the life out of them, now I can have the life that I feel I deserve. And I cannot have the respect that I deserve because my daddy never gave it to me. But Robin does because she checks her kids and she lays down for me to do whatever. And but really, she's controlling you.
And that's why I want respect more than love.
Yes.
Okay.
All of a sudden now it's respect over love. It wasn't that when you were talking season 1.
Right. The only thing that annoys Kody now more than anything, why he's so upset, because I believe he will have done this anyway. He will have found a way to push Janelle, Mary, and Christine out of the way. But what pisses him more than anything, Christine got there way before when he was ready. Yeah. Way before when he was ready. Yeah. And Janelle has followed her out the door. And that has really annoyed him because once again, Christine
has got one up on him.
Got one up on him.
Well, I mean,
that's what he's thinking. She's not trying to get one up on you.
Yeah.
She's just looking at you, and we're gonna have a conversation about the reasons
why she left.
The 4 reasons why Christine left Kody. It ain't got nothing to do with her. She trying to get one-upmanship. You're the one who has the problem of feeling lesser than.
Christine, this was never her nature to be a yes man and to roll over for you. But because she knew that he wasn't shit, she could tell that he had low self-esteem. Yes. She decided, let me try to buy it. Let me give him my breast and let me be there for him. Let me, just so that he doesn't feel like less of a man.
But she never would have stayed there because she wasn't raised that way.
Yeah.
And she knows who she is. And she said so. She said, I've always been a strong person. Yeah. I've always been a confident person. That hasn't changed. So, anywho,
with that, it's Mary.
And Alma.
We invite you guys to like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment down below. Let us know what you think about this new theory.
Yes.
About Kody being with women who were above him, and him feeling less than, and maybe only with Robin, he feels as though she's less than. Yeah. And that's why he's able to deal with her. Let us know your thoughts.
Bye.